What is up, mamas? I'm Rebecca. You're watching the Reseller Mom Show. Thank you so much for joining me today for, I guess it's the last What Sold Fast video of 2019. So this is going to cover the weeks or the days of December 22nd through December 28th. So it is over Christmas week, and it's been an interesting week to say the least. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I hope everyone is getting ready for 2020. It's totally messing with my brain right now that it's going to be 2020, but I'm very excited. Got a lot of great things to plan, a lot of good stuff going on. I can't wait to tell you all about it as things come up. So to get started, today we're going to go over the items that sold for over $30, the items that sold in less than 30 days, and I'll explain why. I did have $500 in what I'm going to say is secret sales, and I will kind of touch on that. And then I will share a lesson learned. So I wrote big lesson. I don't really think it's that big. I'll start with that actually. So the lesson learned is sometimes it's really hard to give up control of certain things. Sometimes it's really hard to think that anyone else can do what you can do just as good, better, adequately. Sometimes it's hard to break out of your normal routine. And so this isn't a lesson that I've just learned this lesson in a new way this week, I guess is what I should say. So you all know I've had a photographer. You all know I've had a VA. I've had multiple VAs at times. I'm down to one VA and no photographer. I'm kind of taking things back in, retooling my processes, trying to save a little bit of money, and then going forward, we'll probably hire all of that back out again. But one thing that I changed that I've tested out this past week is that the information prepped in the spreadsheet that I usually share usually is prepared by me. And it takes sometimes a half an hour to maybe even 40 minutes for me to get all the information together, to get all the links together, to share all the information with you, to show you what sold fast. I have a spreadsheet. You have to go into eBay, you have to go into Poshmark, you have to go into Mercari, find the sales, tally everything up, like do all these things. And I've automated it with, templates and with, like formulas and stuff. And even still, it can take about a half an hour to put together. And so usually for me to get this video up by 11 a.m. on Sunday morning, I get up early. And so I get up early, and that's one of the very first things that I do early Sunday morning before anybody wakes up is prepare the video information. And so I decided that I would try to train my virtual assistant, who's been with me for over 2 years now, on how to prepare this information. And so this is the very first week that she prepared the information based on a training video that I gave to her and step-by-step instructions, which did take me a little bit of time to put together. But this morning, I got up and it was all prepared. And so I didn't have to pull all the links. I didn't have to tally anything. I didn't have to go back through and check it. Like, I looked over what she did to make sure it was right, and I fixed one or two things, but it was her very first time. And I'm just wanted to share that with you because this wasn't ever something I thought I could get rid of off of my plate. I thought I would always have to do it. I thought I couldn't explain it to her. I thought she couldn't get it. And here we are, she did it. And so I would just say to you, if there is something that you've been wanting to get off your plate, just try. What's the worst? You put it back on your plate. That's it. Like, the big lesson is, and it's a different lesson for me because I've trained her to do so many things at this point, but there are so many things that I do that are repetitive, time consuming, and just could totally be taught if I just got the courage to do it and made the commitment to train her, provide feedback, and make it work, and provide the, come to the commitment of actually having someone take it off of my plate. So I share that with you, not to push you into having a VA or, anything like that, but just really to say, like, is there something that you could get off your plate? One of your kids can help you with if they're older, a local high school kid that you can hire, a mom friend that you can have help out, a virtual assistant, anything. Is there something that you can save yourself some time and mental energy by getting a repetitive task off your plate? Because you'd be surprised at the results when you just try. And so that's the lesson on that. So I don't know if that's helpful to you, but I just really felt like today was a good day to say it because I'm really proud of my VA for putting this together. It looks a little different. I'll show you in a second. She's a little quirky, but it's totally functional, and I didn't have to do it, and I spent my time working on something else, which was amazing. So super excited about that. And then I'll talk about the other things. So also, just a quick commercial break. This episode of What Sold Fast is brought to you by the Etsy shop for the Reseller Mom Show. If you haven't visited yet, just check it out. There's all kinds of tools and resources for you. There's some swag, some fun mugs, some fun shirts, some printables, and then all sorts of resources to help you with your reselling business. That's all I'll say on that. I'm just trying to get the word out. Sales have actually been really great. Little by little, here and there, they trickle in, and I think it's so cool that something that I put together that helps me in my business can now help other people the same way these videos do. So hopefully you'll check it out. All right, so the first item that I have that's a What Sold Fast is this Wiseman In Love with a Monster bike tard. I love picking up dance costumes. I don't know if you've seen me mention it before, whether they're adult or whether they're child. If it's a good quality brand, and there's a few that I have seen more often than not, you can just tell by the quality of the costume. If it's a good, solid costume, pick it up. They're usually good for at least $15, if not more, like $20 to $29 is what I've sold them for in the past. So this one I had up, I think, for Poshmark at $29. I had it up for $33 on Mercari, because on Mercari I do free shipping, so I try to add a few extra dollars. It was up for $33. She made me an offer for $25 with free shipping, and I took it. And that is a Wiseman. It's a great brand. It's always a good seller. And that sold in 12 days of being listed. Okay, so this is the Nike tee, Baltimore Ravens. I love picking up, I try not to pick up the t-shirts. I think this came to me in some way, like in a lot or something. But Baltimore Ravens, football, NFL, anything that's branded with those legit things. I love selling those kinds of stuff. People are always on the lookout for it. I had it up for $19 on Mercari. I took an offer of $15 with free shipping. That was all good. However, come to find out, I swapped it. And what's weird is I swapped it not with another Mercari order, but with an eBay order. I don't even know how the heck I did that. This is blue. The thing I swapped it with was black. I thought the guy was scamming me when he sent me a message like, I didn't get the right thing. You sent me something black instead. I'm like, how would I mess that up? That's crazy. And then I said, what did you get? And he wrote Lucy, blah, 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 tech pants, all this stuff, which was the exact order of an eBay order. And I'm like, oh my God, I suck. I haven't done it in so long. But anyway, I did it. So he's going to send those back. She's going to send those back. And then perhaps they will repurchase. We'll see what happens. Haven't done that in so long. Oh, it was so bad. Anyway, so it's technically a sale if he buys it again, but I did want to share with you just to share that story. Next up is another Mercari sale. Things sell quickly on Mercari. When I have Mercari sales, they're usually something that has sold quickly. Very rarely is it something that's been listed for a while. So this is a Marina Luna turtleneck sweater, purple. It's a size 1X, which was great. And that was a full price sale. I had it up for $28 with free shipping, and it sold outright just like that. And I'm sorry, the Baltimore Ravens sold in 9 days. This sold in 7 days, so exactly a week. And then next up is a pair of Torrid skinny cropped cargo pants in an olive color. Had those up for $22. They sold for $20. She actually made me an offer of $15. I said, listen, it's flat rate shipping. I'm not going to be able to do it for $15. I can do it for $20. And so then she made me the offer for $20. And that was fine. So it's $20 with free flat shipping, which is okay. And this one actually over the holiday double sold also on Poshmark. And I had to cancel the Poshmark sale because it was less money. And it was less money. It was on an offer to Likers because I had them up for $19 there. So I kept the Mercari sale. I hate canceling any sale, but I had given my VA off, and honestly, I didn't even think about doing the deletions cross-platform because I don't usually do it. She does, and with the holiday, and I just totally forgot. And I don't get a lot of double sales, but some things it happens. So I canceled the Poshmark sale, and those sold in 3 days of being listed. And this was the last and final sale, and actually this should have gone first because it's the oldest one. This took 21 days to sell. Usually I count it down from, highest to lowest, but These are just a pair of Gap Destroyed Girlfriend jeans in an olive green, size 30, and I don't know what I had them up for, probably 19. They did an offer of 17, and I took it on Poshmark, and those, again, were in 21 days. I'm not picking up Gap anymore, really, for anything. I mean, unless it was really something special and new with tags or a good material of some kind, perhaps like a nice, high quality sweater or something. But these I picked up because they were destroyed, because they were the girlfriend style, and because they were the olive green. And so I felt like there were enough things going in the right direction where I felt like I could at least get $15 for it. Listed them at 19, took a $17 offer, so that worked out well. And I also did find 2 pair of the same style and size but different colors, but I guess I only bought this. I think the other ones were just jeans. And so it's interesting that these are the ones that sold. So those are all the quick sales. Should we say quick? Since I had to go to 30 days just to show you 5 sales. But that's the way it rolls on Christmas week. So let's look at the template. So here it looks a little different. Oh, actually, I should have deleted these things. Hold on, just to clean it up a little bit. So it does look a little bit different. When my VA goes in, she always ends up changing how things look. It's just been a battle over 2 years. So like I used to have the date here nice, like 12/whatever thing. And I don't know, she did some cockamamie thing. I think because she sets up a lot of formulas and pull from this and do from that and a lot of automation, which I'm fine with, whatever gets the job done for her. So I don't care that it looks like that. I already told you the dates. Please overlook that. She also made these boxes or these cells bold. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, over here we have, it's all going to give you the same information. And she put it all together and I'm just so happy. So 4 items sold in less than 2 weeks. 1 additional item sold within a month after that. So I showed you all those sales. 2 additional items sold in less than 2 months. 11 sold in the 2 to 6 month range. 3 sold in the 6+ month range. So, again, just not a lot of volume of sales this week, but it's to be expected. Again, it was Christmas week. But the ratio of how things are shaking out is just fine. Obviously, I'd like to see more things sell in that 2-week period like they used to. I had some really great 2-week sales. However, my production has been low. We're only listing 5 listings a day right now. And some of them are not in season. So it's like, you get what you get. I did have 3 items which were over $30, which I will show you in just a moment. So the totals, here we go. So we have 18 items sold on Poshmark, which for any other week would be just toilet, for $293 in sales. 8 on eBay, and again, the big note here is that I have not listed anything on eBay since since technically November 30th. So it's almost been a full month of 0 new listings going up on eBay, and I still had 8 sales this week. So that is cool. I did, as an update, downgrade the store this week, and so I only have just under the 250 listings. I went from a premium store to a basic store, and I don't know what kind of sales I will have going forward, but I kept some of the higher value items or multiple quantity listings. That way I can kind of tinker with it, learn a little bit, do some things, see if I get more sales that way. I'm only paying, the $20 a month for that basic store. And then when I'm ready, then I can ramp eBay back up again if I choose. But for right now, it's there, it's on hold. I'm going to tinker with it a little bit. But for the most part, I can't anticipate that I'm going to have a lot of eBay sales going forward, and that's okay. So 8 sales, $195 in sales. On Mercari, still 5 items sold for $131 in sales, which is just a solid week for me on Mercari. I really am hoping that now with eBay kind of off to the side and on the back burner, myself and my VA can really get some solid relisting going on Mercari. I can put a little more focus and energy, try to figure out some good tactics and strategies on there to increase sales. When I figure out what those are, I will certainly share them with you. But so the totals are 31 items sold, $620 in sales, $19.98 gross ASP. ASP is fine with me. Obviously, the volume of sales are down and the total value are down. Here's the note that I want to make, because in my thumbnail, I put $1,000+, or I think I did. I don't really remember. I made the thumbnail at 5 a.m. So $500 in secret sales. I'm doing a thing. I'm not ready to share it yet. It's still new. It's still something. It's on Poshmark. That's all I can say right now. But it was $500 in sales. And it is not through my Mom or a Boutique account. So it's a completely separate thing. And it was $500 in sales just this week. Like literally brand new. Decided to start it out of, you know me, sometimes I just go on a whim. And so I did get that money. It is sales. And so I'm adding it to my total here. That puts me, over $1,000. I'm not ready to share it yet. I don't know that I ever will. It is nice in my head to kind of have something that is not a public thing, just in case for myself. You never know what happens. I've seen a lot of shenanigans on YouTube, so I'm always very cognizant of that and conscious of that and want to protect my livelihood and portions of my business by not putting it forward. But at the same time, that kind of goes against what I feel about being a YouTuber and what I feel about putting yourself out there and sharing information with people. It's not in my nature to hide things. So I'm working through it. I'm just letting you know that I did have more in sales this week, in case you're like, why am I watching her videos? Clearly she's terrible. Why would I listen to anything that she has to say? First of all, it was Christmas week. Second of all, I had $500 in other sales. And it is legit. I need to decide how I'm going to and if I'm going to share it. So anyway, enough on that. The 3 items that sold over $30 are this pashmina cashmere scarf. Had this for a while. Let's see. Had this, well, not too long, since September. And it sold for full price of $39. So that was an excellent sale. Love to see those. That's why I pick up cashmere. That's why I love scarves. This one over here, let's see. I had this listed only since October, so not too long, but didn't fit into my short time frame. Spider is a great ski brand, outdoor, snowboarding, whatever. This was, I think it's like a vintage one, but I did not put it because I wasn't sure. I don't know, just the color scheme to me looks like that, but I don't know enough about their tags and everything to know if it was or it wasn't. But anyway, I think I had it up for maybe $69 and I took an offer of $45. This is a heavy sucker. This was almost 3 pounds. So it's great that it's sold on Poshmark, and $45 is fine with me. I can't remember if I got this in airport lost luggage or at the bins, but either way, just an awesome sale. Super happy about that. I love when these people ask crazy questions. I don't know if that's the person that bought it. I can't remember, but somebody was asking me how warm it is, and it's like, I don't know how to tell you how warm it is. It's a giant jacket. It's a reputable ski brand. How do you tell somebody if it's warm or not? I don't know. I hate those kinds of questions. Not because I hate answering questions, because I don't mind and do, and I try to be very professional, but the subjective nature of questions. What's warm for me may not be warm for you. What's warm where you are, weather-wise? There are so many variables. I don't know. Maybe I'm too analytical. And then this is the last over $30 sale. This is an estate cashmere, men's 2-ply. Oh, we have cashmere twice. Interesting. Cashmere sweater. So again, I love cashmere. It was up for $39. Sale of 20% off. Sold for full price of $31 plus shipping, and I love it every time. So those are all the sales there. What else was I going to tell you? Told you my lesson. I told you the $500. Told you about the Etsy store. I shared everything. Okay, that's it. So thanks so much for watching. Hey, can you go ahead and do me a favor? If you are watching these videos and you've come back a couple of times, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I'm really interested in how this works, because I've been looking at the numbers, and 50% of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe or aren't subscribed. And so I guess they're just kind of watching it on the fly. And I don't really care about the numbers per se, because the number of subscribers don't necessarily affect how much you make. It's all about your views and your watch time, but I think it's nice to see that what I'm doing is attracting new people. So if you've been here more than once and you haven't subscribed, leave a comment below and let me know why. I'm curious. Like this video on the way out. That really does help the channel as well. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much. I will see you guys next week for another What Sold Fast video. And don't forget to come back for more this week. I've got lots of cool topics planned. Have a great new year. Welcome 2020. Bye.